Welcome back. We're back out here in the garage. Kind of just a short update video this week. It's been pretty busy with some projects around the house, with some events with friends. So I thought, let's just do a quick update on where things are at, and then I'm gonna spend some time cleaning up some of this mess out here. We've had some house projects going on, a mild revamp of home office. I work from home, so it's nice having that squared away. Some birthdays and some other events. And it's just been really cold again. It's kind of that part of the year in the Midwest where we have these fall springs, and then it gets cold, and then it snows, and then it gets warm, and then it gets cold again. It was in the 60s all last week. Now it's in the 40s again, and we're supposed to get 3 to 4 inches of snow on Tuesday. So we'll see what happens, but it's supposed to be 60 degrees next weekend, which will be a good time to start the Volvo. So where are we at with the Volvo? The engine's in. There's a couple of coolant leaks. There's a hose on the back that goes to the heater core. I think just the hose needs to be replaced. It's a very mild leak. And then just with the extreme cold that we had, and we're talking like negative 10 degrees, it started leaking around the water pump pipe that comes from the bottom of the radiator. I don't know if it just got so cold that that seal contracted a little bit and it started leaking. It has stopped leaking. So I'm not gonna worry too much about those. They're very mild, and I don't think that they're gonna impact first start. I've gotta put a battery in it still, test the radiator fan. I might do that today, but you might not see the video of it until next week when I do the first start. The other thing that I've started making plans for is the 911 up here. So it's an 06 911 Carrera S. It's pretty much stock. It has some different LED taillights and front turn signals. It's sitting on these 20-inch Victor Equipment wheels, which is what came with it. I like the design of the wheel. 20 inches is just too big for my taste. And the tires are oversized. They're like a 991 spec instead of a 997, which is the generation that this is. So I've dropped off some wheels to get refinished. Been shopping around for suspension, couple other little appearance related things, then also some maintenance things like replacing the brakes and doing tie rod ends, and then have to take it in to get it in alignment. So I'm hoping to do a little bit of a build series on this. It's going to be very, very mild, nothing too extreme, but in the planning stages, so who knows where that's actually going to go. I did work earlier this weekend on the Tiguan here. This is where we put the new touchscreen in it. There's kind of some issues with it. The anti-glare coating is pretty bad. The image doesn't line up quite right with the edges of the screen. The color looks a little weird. And then when you wear polarized sunglasses, it's kind of hard to read the screen. And I don't remember any of those being issues before. So I am contacting the manufacturer to see if there's any recommendations or if there's any adjustments that I can make. Stay tuned for that. While I'm out here, there's just a bunch of stuff that has been out for those house projects. I'm gonna clean things up a bit. I might fiddle around with the radiator fan, might get it off of the ramps here, just trying to get squared away, and then hopefully next week there'll be a more complete video of the first start and some of the other fiddling around stuff that I'm sure we're gonna have to do. Might end up changing pace a little bit here. I've been trying to do weekly videos and just kind of posting what I've worked on in that weekend, which usually ends up meaning you're not seeing a complete project get finished. Debating whether I keep doing that, whether I do further spaced apart videos with more complete projects, or maybe I do both. I could still wrap things up after doing weekly videos and do one kind of complete, more formal video at the end. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not gonna bore you with the cleaning up. Thanks for watching. More excitement next week. We'll see you next time.